This is the world's longest range 7-seat electric vehicle. And actually, it might be the world's most technologically advanced vehicle as well. It has the computing power, the computing speed, I should say, is more than triple what you get in a Tesla.
Chauffeur, come and drive me, please.
YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking XPENG X9, as they're called in China, after the founder. They've just revealed the new X9 EREV at their AI Day. Now, guys, I have driven the EV only version of this car, and let me tell you, this is an incredibly impressive car. Its artificial intelligence features are pretty astounding.
Okay, we're going to try the auto park, guys. Start auto park. We'll do it anyway and showcase this parking space found. Where's that? Oh, there, behind us. Okay, we'll go that one. That's good. I thought you were going to the parking spot. Start auto park. Thank you, Sharpie. Okay, that was great. I'm impressed. Efficiency, 19.7 kilowatt hours per 100. You're probably not going to get that on freeway driving, but I mean, that's pretty good efficiency for a vehicle this size on, stop-start kind of driving that we were doing. So yeah, good energy use. I mean, Kia EV5 uses more than that, and it's half the size, which is amazing.
There is now an E-Rev version as well as the fully electric version. The X9 EREV gets 1,602 kilometers of combined range. That's CLTC. So WLTP, you're probably looking at about 1,400 kilometers. EPA, probably about 650 or 1,100 kilometers of range, real world range. But more important, I think, to me personally, and I think to a lot of buyers, is this concept of getting a hybrid and having 50 kilometers of battery only range, and having to use the petrol engine or the diesel engine, usually petrol, to get you up hills. Meaning, I mean, look at that study in Europe, right? They looked at 30,000 plug-in hybrids, and almost all of them couldn't get up hills without the engine. That's not a good thing. This EREV can. It doesn't use the motor at all, the engine at all, to enable it to get up hills. In fact, it only uses the engine to recharge the battery, which is why it's so much more efficient. It has 450 kilometers, or 452 to be official, of EV-only range, meaning you might never even use the motor to recharge the battery, but you can if you want. The X9 EREV is the world's strongest large 7-seat model in AI computing power, though. Equipped with 3 self-developed Turing AI driving chips and 1 Qualcomm Snapdragon 8295P cockpit chip, which means it has more computing speed than any other 7-seat vehicle in the world. In fact, more computing speed than 99% of the cars you can currently buy. 2,250 tops. That is equivalent to 9 NVIDIA Orin X chips. 9. The industry is talking a lot about NVIDIA's Orin X chips, but the computing speed they have is kind of average. In fact, not very good in comparison to XPENG's Turing chip. XPENG actually unveiled their Kunpeng super electric system at the 2024 AI Day in November 2024. And the X9 EREV will be the first of its many EREV models utilizing this system. Earlier this month, XPENG said the X9 EREV features a 63 kilowatt hour lithium iron phosphate battery, and a 60-litre fuel tank, delivering a combined range of 1,600 kilometres. This car actually, the EV version, was launched in January of 2024, and it was XPENG's first 7-seat MPV. It's also XPENG's most expensive car. It starts at a price of $50,000 in China. Now it's coming to Australia. It's actually available in several markets outside of China right now. And I think it's probably the best value 7-seat EV you can purchase anywhere in the world.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to try out these zero gravity seats, see what they're like. I'll jump in here. There's enough space here for someone who's about 7'6" tall. Look how much of a gap there is. It's massive. Wireless charging. Alrighty, let's put it in zero gravity mode. I think it's this button. And I might even watch some TV as well. Okay guys, I'm in zero gravity mode. It's turned on a little bit of lighting for me. I'm gonna have a massage here and I'm gonna watch some Netflix or maybe some YouTube. I don't know. What's good on TV these days? I'm not sure what's good on streaming. There's so many choices. The comfort in this chair is amazing. I mean, it's better than business class in an airplane. It's incredible. So you've got this big digital screen here. You've got a big moonroof here, speakers. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd want to drive. I think I'd prefer to be driven. This is the kind of car that you can be driven in and have a sleep here. It's perfect. A couple of things that I've noticed: the seats feel and the quality of the armrests is amazing. It feels like they're all covered, everything's covered in leather. So not really any hard surfaces. Now there is a little gap here for small people to get through. So you don't necessarily have to just here. Let's see if I can get through. Nah, even big people. How good's that? Cup holder back here. Yeah, now I've got enough space here. And here, you can do this. So if you're going a long way and you want to have a sleep, you could really lay right back here. How great is this car? This is the perfect surfmobile. All right, guys, I'm going to find my chauffeur. Chauffeur, come and drive me, please.
And even though $50,000 sounds expensive, considering the size of this car, it's actually incredibly good value for money. You can get a version of this car, the EV version, which has 700 kilometers of range, making it one of the longest range 7-seat vehicles in the world.
I'm going individual. I'm going with sport for power response, power steering normal, brake pedal feel normal. Suspension height, you can go 5 different heights with the air suspension. Highest 40 mils above, lowest is minus 30. So it's a 70 millimeter adjustment with the air suspension. Suspension stiffness is Eco, Comfort Plus, Comfort, Standard and Sport. I've got it in Sport. Smart chassis, adjust chassis based on road conditions. Rear wheel steering. Rear wheel steering is such an underrated feature because this enables you to turn much sharper. When you've got a vehicle like this, it's 5.3 meters long, you want to be able to turn and not have a huge turning circle, which can be a real pain in the ass when you're trying to park your car in tight spaces, which is very common. And just general driving is a pain in the ass in a 5.3 meter long vehicle. Rear wheel steering makes much sharper turning, which is a great feature. Cybertruck, Tesla Cybertruck's got that. X pedal regen, we want it on high. Okay, this, guys, in my experience, is the best in XPENG's. It's the best settings. Stop mode, if X pedal is enabled, okay, I'll slow down to a stop. Let's put X pedal on. Okay, brakes are really good. Regen braking could be a bit stronger, probably a little bit I'd say for me a little bit weak. It's in its strongest setting right now. You can do one pedal driving, but you kind of need to see the intersection of fairway before you get there to be able to allow the regen to have enough power to stop you completely. Okay guys, been driving this around for a while now. It's very comfortable. You got to have it in the sports setting, because even in the sports setting with the sharpest damping mode on, the suspension is still really good. So handling is, for a vehicle this size, it honestly feels like it's much more than what it is. So it's just fantastic handling. Interior is beautiful. The seat is fantastic. Love the quality of the leather. The leather is just, I don't know if the Australian version or European version gets this leather or not, but I hope it does, because it's just absolutely beautiful leather. Okay guys, I'm gonna have a little beverage, a cold beverage, or even a hot beverage if you want to. You can heat up your beverage in here, or you can make it ice cold. And all I'm going to do is press this button, and here's my beverage, which I've already consumed. Now then you close it. You've got temperature here. You've got a bunch of stuff actually. So yeah, a few buttons there, but you can also do some cool stuff with this screen here. You can go music. Okay, mindfulness space. Let's activate mindfulness in the left rear. Okay, got the rear seats activated mindfulness. This should put us into meditation mode. Let's try this out. Okay, now we've got meditation. So you can choose a meditation setting. You can choose the beach. You can choose Venus, in an instant, cloud, quiet time. I like the beach, but what's Four Seasons? See, Four Seasons, I like this one. Now, the time for this one is 30 minutes. So let's make it a little shorter. All the different speakers around the car, you hear different things. So you'll hear one speaker over there playing a bird, another speaker over here playing a different bird, a speaker over there playing the piano, some water drops trickling down from over there, and some other water drops trickling down from over here on these speakers here. It bounces around the car with the, I think it's a 22 speaker sound system. So if you want to relax and meditate, I find it challenging to make a time to do that. But if you're already in the car, you just say, well, I've got to my destination, I'm a little bit stressed, get in the seat. And I've actually done this a few times in my XPENG, and just relax and go to sleep. Button here, which does heating. Looks like it's got heated seats even in the very, very rear seat. Okay, heaps of space here. This is the best rear seat I've ever seen. It looks like it's actually enough for 3 people here back here. So perfect family car. Just perfect family car. So let's have a look at the, it's actually got a proper moonroof. So a sunroof you can open and close. And also on the roof, it's got these pretty cool looking lights. And it looks like there's speakers as well inside the surround to the actual glass roof. That's nice. Steering, the rear wheel steering is huge because it allows you to do U-turns really easily. I mean, parking is going to be so much easier. One thing I've noticed is the traction. We're struggling with a bit of traction on the front tires in the wet. So when I put my foot down, you're getting a bit of real axle, not axle tramp, but you're getting the front tires spinning a fair bit. And it's sort of surprising because you can even get that when you're still driving, not just taking off. So I'm not sure why that is. Range. This says it has 581 kilometers of WLTP range on the screen right in front of us, and it's got 96% battery. So basically it's saying it has 600 kilometers of WLTP range, this model, this version of the X9. So big screen here, big screen there. Doesn't have a heads-up display, this one, which it's not a bad thing, but I'm a fan of heads-up displays, so they're always good to have. Now, my legs, you would think with this big, wide center console thing coming out here, that would hit your legs, but there's heaps of space. It's like heaps of space there. Under here, this sort of box here is massive. Just enormous amounts of space under there to be able to store, I don't know, heaps of stuff. So this one just has a large center console here. Not only do you have a fridge, you've also got a center console, cup holders, 2 charging points. You've got these LED lights in here. You've got a digital rear view mirror. You've got an actual sunroof here at the front. You've got a sunroof. You've got a moonroof. And you've also got one at the back, which is really cool. Plus, I believe you've got a big TV here that folds down. Looks like a fold down TV screen, which is awesome for the kids. Shut them up, keep them quiet. And what else can I tell you? Nice kind of speakers here. Sound system does sound really, really good. Tested the sound system out. Big fan of it. Air vent control. You got a whole lot of air vents all along.
The refrigerator door.
Please close the refrigerator door. Xiaopi, I tried to. It didn't close. How do I do that?
你好，小 P。不在你说，关上。
Did it close? It did. Okay, so we've used the voice assistant to close the fridge, which is cool. That's nice. I like this feature here. You can adjust the steering wheel, which I already have, mechanically, not digitally. That's an advantage in my opinion. Do we have massage seats in the front? I don't know. All right, how do we switch this to English?
Plus, it also does have 450 kilowatt fast charging. Now, the electric version has 450 kilowatt charging, but the E-Rev version has 350 kilowatt charging, which is, well, still makes it one of the fastest charging vehicles in the world. If you compare that charging, right, 350 kilowatt, to the charging speed of 98% of the plug-in hybrids on the market, which are between 30 to 50 kilowatt DC, you can see it's so far ahead, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's nearly 10 times the charging speed of most plug-in hybrids.
This is the largest giga casting in the world, 12,000 ton casting. Pretty remarkable when you think about it, that this is almost, not all entirely, but almost all a single piece. Almost all of what you're seeing here is one big single piece. You can see those black pieces are not part of the single piece, but one entirely long structural aluminium cast section, which is incredibly rigid and means that they can use it as a structural casting for the batteries. Obviously the battery packs go here. And then this is also used for the X9 EREV as well as the electric version. That's where the electric motor is.
The E-Rev variant of the X9 was first appeared in August. It's essentially the same car as the electric version. They just added a small generator motor, made a couple of little changes, not a whole lot different to be honest. And the reason is because, like I said, the small 1.5 litre engine, all it does is recharge the battery when your battery gets low. And of course, you can set the parameters for when you want it to do that. You can set the parameter that if you're going on a long trip, it starts recharging the battery when you hit, say, 250 kilometers of range. Or less, it's up to you. You can set those parameters yourself. Now, this is a pretty big vehicle. It's slightly bigger than a Kia Carnival, but it has more space inside than a Kia Carnival by virtue of its packaging, and it doesn't have a very long bonnet as well. It's quite a short bonnet. It's 5.3 meters long, 5,316 millimeters, and 2 meters wide. Plus, guys, it does have air suspension, so it's quite a comfortable car to drive. There's an all-wheel drive version, there's a rear-wheel drive version, and This joins now the E-Rev versions of the G6, which has a 60 kilowatt hour battery and about 450 kilometers of EV-only range, and the E-Rev version of the G7. Plus, there's an E-Rev version of the P7 Plus. XPENG actually said they're going to make E-Rev versions of all of their models. Now, I'm personally not a big fan of hybrids in general. I don't think they're actually necessary. But I can see why some people want one. And so XPENG is obviously providing that choice for customers. Guys, what do you think about these cars? What do you think about E-Revs versus PHEVs? I personally think E-Revs are significantly better in general. Not always. I mean, it depends on the model. But these new E-Revs coming from some of these car companies in China, not just XPENG, but there's a couple of brands making some incredible new E-Revs. Their range is amazing. I mean, over 400 kilometers of range, 350 kilowatt charging. This is, to me, what a hybrid should be. Not this kind of like, am I using the battery alone? I don't know if I am. I'm going to go up a hill now. I'm going to use the engine now. Oh, I've driven 60 kilometers of battery on the range. I've got to use the petrol engine now. To me, that's just like, yeah, it's not terrible, but it's certainly not what the future is. Thanks for watching.